beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, I am going to share my 3 tips on how to make your manifestation arrive faster. So I just experienced this week, 2 days ago. So listen up, open up those ears, eyes, heart to hear all of this goodness. All right, you ready? So the first thing you need to do is you need to switch up your routine. Whatever you've been doing for the last few weeks, months, whatever it is, whether it's taking a drive or going to the same coffee shop or getting a shower at the same time every single day, start changing your routines. Start going to a different store. Maybe it's the same store, but go to a different location. Meaning like if you need the same items or you like that certain coffee, but maybe try to find a different location. Start turning down different roads. Start doing things different in your home. When you do this, when you shift your energy and your routine, the universe sees you as being flexible. It's like, all right, they're open. They're willing to change their daily routine, which means you're willing to accept and receive change, which comes when we manifest things. When we manifest things, sometimes we need to be changed into a person who can receive it. So a quick way to show the universe, hey, I'm ready for my manifestation. You can bring it like yesterday, is to start changing your daily routines now. And I did this week. I started doing things differently. I started scheduling certain appointments earlier in the morning where normally I would do them at night. I started to go to different stores. I started to drive down different streets. I started to do different workouts at different times of the day. I just kind of tossed up my whole routine and did things differently. I started taking walks outside around my complex, and mostly because the weather changed. But it was something different than what I was used to. And I'll share with you at the end of this video what manifestation in my life arrived yesterday and how it arrived and the craziness that happened beforehand. So stay tuned until the end of this video. All right, the second thing that you need to do, so the first one was switch up your routines. The second thing is becoming more and more aware of what you've really been thinking about. So becoming aware of your subconscious thoughts, which is kind of like an oxymoron. You can't really become aware of something that's subconscious that you're not aware of. But the way we can do this is we can see what's showing up in our world. If we have a little bit of chaos, or we have a little bit of like fear or doubt, or we're meeting somebody who has a lot of fear and doubt in their life, and they're saying it to you, you might be attracting that energy to you. And the universe might be showing you this person as a mirror to say, hey, you've been thinking like this person, and we need you to stop. So a lot of times people are our lessons. Anybody new that you meet and it kind of rubs you the wrong way, or you don't feel good about it, you have to immediately turn that back on you and say, why did I just attract that person to me? Universe, what are you trying to tell me here? And it's because the universe is trying to get you to see that, hey, you've been thinking this way and you don't even know it. So start to become aware of what is happening in your external world, and is that reflecting your subconscious thinking? And then we can start to shift that. I also just watched a video and I was listening to Abraham Hicks, who's one of my favorite spiritual teachers. And Esther was saying, she was channeling Abraham, and they were saying that the universe basically photocopies whatever is in your subconscious. So if this is my subconscious, right? And I'm thinking about $1 million. I can't believe I'm a millionaire. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to have financial freedom and I can provide for my family, right? That's in my subconscious. Well, the universe is going to photocopy that and it's going to bring it to me in my external world. So if you've been thinking like you've been opening up your phone and looking at your bank account and you just keep replaying the low number, or you keep thinking like, I can't afford that, or I can't go do that activity because it costs too much money, you're subconsciously thinking all those lack thoughts. So guess what the universe is going to do? It's going to photocopy more lack. And you're going to see more lack in your physical reality. So you have to start listening to subliminal messages. You can just be really, really conscious of your thoughts, but really try to get in the feeling state of your manifestation so that it is ingrained in your subconscious, so that when the universe comes to photocopy, it's going to bring you your desires. And I'm going to share with you how this worked for me. All right, the last one, number 3, is you need to clean out the old. So walk through your house, find any items, any clothing, any books, anything that reminds you from your past, maybe a past person, maybe a past job. Clear out and purge anything that you do not want in your home that reminds you of your past. So you are no longer in that same energy. So I just recently did this. I got 2 whole trash bags filled with all of the clothes I used to wear at my old job that I just resigned after 17 years. So I was a teacher. So there was a lot of like physical activity type of clothing that I would wear because I taught health and fitness. So there were so many like jackets and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to donate it all. That's not me anymore. I don't need to wear them anymore. I have a different attire that I wear every single day. So I purged like 2 bags of clothing. I am currently going to burn a lot of my journals that have old ex-boyfriends in them. So that's the last thing. I don't have any ex's clothing in my home. I don't have any gifts that they gave me. I've gotten rid of all of it. So now my turn is to get rid of my journals in which I wrote about them in. So cleaning and purging, walk through your house and start to get rid of anything that doesn't match your energy now. Because if you do not do that, and if you're holding on to your past, you're not open to receiving the new. So if you want a new job, you might have to get rid of some things in your house, maybe old invoices or things that you really don't need. Start to purge that and shred it and get it out, okay? And be open. You're telling the universe, you're switching your routine, you are purging things in your home, and you're becoming aware of what the universe is showing you that your subconscious might be thinking about on a daily basis. When you do these 3 things, you are saying to the universe, I'm ready. And guess what will happen? It will come so fast. So here's my quick story. So I'm sure you guys, for those of you that follow me, you know that I'm a teacher and I resigned after 17 years and I created a mindfulness program for kids that's being sold all over the US and Canada. And I made 2 programs. One is for elementary and middle school, and the other one is for high school. Well, the elementary and the middle school one is like, it's super popular. I think it's just that age group. It's for after school programs too. It's needed. So many kids need to learn how to control their anxiety and how to meditate. So my program is still being sold. Well, I've been like hearing that it's been selling. Like in January, I heard that it sold like 42 to 42 different schools, and I got all excited, but then like the check never arrived. So I'm like, oh, I guess the schools bailed and I guess they didn't end up purchasing it, because I'm in communication with the saleswoman. So she would send me these texts and I'd get all excited thinking my manifestation is coming. This is awesome. But then the check wasn't arriving, and it's now April. So I was like, man, I'm so bummed. Well, 2 days ago, I decided to clean out my Jeep. I washed the windows. I vacuumed inside. I just was like, you know what? I just felt this urge to purge and to get rid of anything in my Jeep that no longer served me. I donated this 2 bags of clothing. And then I had a really tough day full of doubt and fear and worrying about myself financially. And I just was like, I'm just going to sleep, because I know the routine that sleeping stops all resistance. So I went to a park. It was beautiful out and I didn't want to stay inside because it was so nice. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sleep outside. So I went to a park and just kind of laid out like I was laying out on the beach or something. And I just slept for a little bit. And then I came home and I really had such a bad headache and I didn't feel good. And then boom, guess what happened? As soon as I started sleeping and resting and stopping all resistance, the email came through. Hi, Michelle, we've now deposited $1,000 into your bank account. And I literally started crying because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this money to come through for so long. And I just donated the clothing. I just cleaned out my Jeep. I just had a few days of like, oh, what is happening with the fear, the doubt, all of the typical manifestation signs. And then I decided to sleep, because I know that that stops that fear and the doubt from building and pushing away my manifestation. As soon as I fell asleep, I woke up to the email. So I encourage you all to practice these tools, watch my videos, go back and watch all the sign videos, the 10 signs your manifestation's on the way. It's textbook and it's still happening. It's continuous. It's going to happen for the rest of our lives. But if we can master the patterns and to see how it happens, it can become fun. And I really wasn't worried the other day when I was in my fear and my doubt, because I know how this works. I didn't know it was going to be the money that was going to arrive, but I knew something was coming. I could feel it. I could feel this discomfort, this anxiety. And I'm like, I know when I feel anxiety, my soul is preparing me for a manifestation. And especially because I had cleaned out my Jeep and donated the clothing, I created space. I said, universe, I am willing to let go to allow in. And I let go of clothes from my old job, and I just got a check from my new job. See how that works? So start doing that in your life. Go through your home, start purging, change your routines. I also changed my routine. I did things differently. I went to different coffee shops this week. I went to the park, which I never normally do, and laid out. So this is all so important for you to start doing right now if you want your manifestation to arrive quicker than you expected. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.